right, we're back here at our studio in Cooper Creek Square, hanging out with Sam, with the executive director of the Grand Lake Chamber of Commerce.
Correct.
Nailed it. All right.
That's great.
So she's not just checking her email right now. She's we're checking out Wally, the water heater's Facebook page.
I was showing you him, and you can just find him under Wally the water heater, and his name is spelled W-H-A-L-L-Y.
H-A-L-L-Y, all one word, no dashes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Wally the water heater.
Let's touch on Grand Lake. It's the snowmobile capital of the country. It's a pretty awesome place.
Pretty much the world.
Of the world.
But yeah, of Colorado.
Of the universe, if you will.
The universe,
yeah.
Yes, definitely.
You guys still snowmobiling right now? It's pretty warm out there.
We are snowmobiling. Okay. I heard snowmobiles go past my office today.
So they're still repping. I'm sure as you get higher, the snow gets more normal.
It's more normal, and we still have, if you take into account, we have 150 miles of groomed trails, so they're still out there grooming the trails. And the trails are actually mixed use. So you can also snowshoe and cross-country ski on the snowmobile.
And the snowmobiles are respectful. Everyone gets along.
I guess that's what I heard.
Yeah, so right? People are still doing it, which means something.
That was what I heard today. So that's an exciting activity you could do, too.
So winding down, eventually the snow does melt. And then what's going on? Why would we go to Grand Lake? Grand Lake's what? How far from our studio here? Maybe 35 minutes?
Yeah, it's probably 35 minutes from the studio. And you can zip over. You go down the 40, and then you go on the 34, and you head like you're going towards Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park.
You sound like the Saturday Night Live Californians talking here.
That's because I'm from California. So every time
there you go.
I do this, well, you tell them, because I'll do a California way of doing it. You
take Highway 40, our only highway in this whole town, and then you'll take a right on Highway 34, which takes you to downtown Grand Lake.
Yes.
Which obviously one of the biggest attractions is Rocky Mountain National Park. So 35 minutes. Yeah. Not too far to go to a national park as well, so that's a pretty big deal.
And the town of Grand Lake is actually bordered on 3 sides by national park and forest land.
So it is tucked into.
So it's tucked into the wilderness, and that's the great part about Grand Lake, is that it's just kissing the wilderness.
So that's 3 sides. The 4th side is pretty obvious.
The 4th side is obviously,
Grand Lake, the lake.
A beautiful lake, and the 34 going out of town.
And Grand Lake connects to another lake, which connects to another lake or reservoir.
Yeah, they're all kind of interconnected. So Grand Lake, the Colorado River headwaters feed into Grand Lake. Grand Lake feeds into Shadow Mountain Reservoir. Those two are connected. You can go to both by boat, but you cannot get to Lake Granby from Shadow Mountain. There's actually a dam there. And then there's Lake Granby.
Nice. Why a lake? What's the difference between a lake and a reservoir? I don't even know.
So reservoir is man-made, and Grand Lake is the largest natural lake in Colorado.
Oh, okay. So a little history. So what are we doing in Grand Lake? What
are you doing? Obviously, we're on a boat now. We're talking about lakes. You're boating, you're kayaking, you're hiking. We have so many miles of trails. It's amazing.
Waterfalls that are literally hikes from
waterfalls.
the town.
You can get to Adams Falls in a half an hour. Yeah. So you just hike up. It's like a 0.5 mile hike.
Right there. Everyone can do it. The whole family. You don't have to be an expert hiker with a backpack.
Well, it's a steep incline. That's what I warn people. Like, I do get out of breath going up the incline, but I'm not like the most active.
So practice on your stairs at home if you're coming off from a low elevation.
But it's a short hike.
All right, and so you got that. Golf, you guys have a great golf course.
Golf. You know what I learned while we were making our visitor guide book with guest guide?
No, I don't.
You're going to be shocked again. The Grand Lake Golf Course is the highest altitude grass golf course in the United States.
So there's something higher that's a rock golf course?
I don't know. It just that was the fact I learned. That was a random tidbit. So I don't know if there's a rock golf course. I'd love to find that out, but the highest grass golf course.
So you get one beer from the Bev cart, and you're pretty buzzed up probably, because that's pretty high elevation.
Then it's like Bloody Mary Y, and then before you know it, you're having a great time golfing.
So a lot of places to go to dinner, a lot of great happy hours. You guys have an incredible theater out there.
It's true. We have Rocky Mountain Repertory Theater, which just released their lineup of shows, and they are stunning. It's brilliant. I went, and it was like being on Broadway in New York. Once you go into that theater, you're transported to this great production. It's just absolutely fabulous.
And they bring, these are incredible actors that come out.
Right.
Some of them stick around. A lot of them are stepping stones.
The actors are coming in from Chicago and New York and Los Angeles and all over the country.
And they'll do 3 shows, is it?
Yeah, they do 3 shows during the regular season, then they have a fall show, and then they have a Home for the Holidays show.
And if you're here for a week, it's not like only one show's playing. They mix all 3 shows.
They rotate them through, yeah.
And do you know, is it Rocky Mountain Repertory?
RockyMountainRep.com.
Okay, check it out. Check out their schedule. Definitely an incredible place there. Is that a historic landmark or something as well? I thought there was something about the theater.
I'm not sure if it's a historic landmark or
Either
not,
way,
it's a pretty incredible,
for such a small mountain setting, it's unbelievable
Right.
production there. So.
People come from all over the place to see the theater. It's wonderful. It's a must-see.
And you were just mentioning something when I cut you off with that.
I don't remember what I was mentioning because you cut me off.
4th of July is huge. What are some big weekends?
Big weekends. We've got Memorial Day, which is like our big opening weekend, and we have a parade and a dedication to the veterans and a speech, and then we do kind of like a party for the veterans at Poncho and Lefties afterwards. And then we have the golf tournament at the last Saturday in June. Buffalo Barbecue, second Saturday in July.
So it's like you guys have a lot of events going on every weekend.
We have tons of events going on. So
in the summer, in the winter, a lot of cars are coming to town. You see them streaming into town on the weekends to ski. In the summer, it's amazing the traffic that goes all the way to Grand Lake. It's a big hot spot up here.
Yeah, well, it's difficult because sometimes I'm late for work because there's a moose jam, and that's unexpected.
Loving seeing a moose somewhere.
I'll just be there. I'll be driving along in the summer, minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, everyone's stopped in the road. And it's because there's a moose grazing there. And
so a moose jam. In cities they have a traffic jam for getting to work. Too many people. Here we get a moose.
Have a moose jam.
Even
or if there's
I've
an elk herd.
I've been here 12 years, and I'd pull over and watch a moose, man. It's still exciting for me.
It's really exciting. They're huge.
That's not just a tourist thing. It's
an everybody thing.
A fun thing, but
an every person thing.
Well, I think that's about it. Anything else you want to blow our minds with?
No, I'm just also wanted to say there's some great horseback riding around Grand Lake too, and that's definitely something people should try as well. Winding River Resort, check them out.
Anything that gets you on the trails, hiking, biking, horses. It's just incredible being up there. So.
Exactly.
All right, what's the website? How are we checking out the chamber?
GrandLakeChamber.com.
GrandLakeChamber.com. We've got Sam here. Definitely look for Wally on his webpage, WHALLY.
WHALLY, correct.
Nailed it. All right. Thanks so much again. Grand Lake, tune in this summer. And with that, we're going to take a break.